here with all of you today. So I think, hello. So, according to our steward protocol, it's been 7 days. No one has objected to Nate's nomination of steward. So I would like us to do something wonderfully embarrassing for him as a welcome. And I'd like everyone to go around and just say what your favorite thing or story is about your interactions with Nate. And I'll start. And I first met Nate in the TEC book club, where Livia was governing the Commons book club, by the book by Eleanor Ostrom, of course. And I didn't do my reading. I did a little of it. And then this guy starts speaking so eloquently about everything that in this book was very difficult for me to understand. And that first day, I was like, oh my God, I got to step up my game if I can be part of this book club, because they have such smart people in there. And that's my first Nate story. And he's consistently, like that first impression has consistently stayed the same since. And I will pass to Jessica.
Hello, Nate. Woo! I'm so happy that you landed here. Okay, when I first heard Nate, felt his essence, I really felt like, wow, this is a guy who's super thoughtful, and just like your approach and how you look at things. It is like this very conscious approach, and you're always like very thoughtful and looking at all the angles. And I saw your news blog today, so this is very apropos, and I was just blown away. I just felt like, wow, he captured the essence of the TEC, the voice. Like, you're such a fast learner, and you're so like sweet. I don't know how else to say, like thoughtful, sweet, sincere, and just so brilliant. And I feel we've only begun to really get to know you and what you're capable of, and you have so much potential and what you can create. And yeah, just so thrilled that you were patient enough with us to get a little more organized to be able to take the help that you were so graciously offering. So it really means a lot to us. And the final shout out is just so happy that we have like Oakland represented in our crew. And we're so happy you're here. Thanks for being here, Nate. We love you. I'll pass to Juan.
Nate, I would say also that the first impression that I had was in the book club, and for me it was also very difficult to read the book club, because it's in English and it has like very detailed description of all the cases that she's studying. And for me, it was like easier to get the bigger picture than to get the details. But every time you talked, it was like super interesting for me, because you made all those difficult details sound like really comprehensive. And I think that you have been doing that since, and that's really good that you help in the small details and you make everything so comprehensive. And yeah, I thank you for that. And I will pass to Septimus.
Thank you, Juan. Yeah, I see. I like the guys. Like when I saw you on the book club, like wow, this guy's super smart. And I was telling Sam, like we have a guy on the book club that's super smart, and he was who's him, who's him, and yeah. And what I really love from you, like you have all these ideas, and then you try to plasm it on the TC. Like I remember the talk we have about the information being spread around the TC, and yeah, I love it. And I'll pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Zepti. I also met you on the book club. Although I didn't attend too many of the sessions. But I like people that doesn't seem that they are there, but when they intervene, they surprise you. And I love the contributions you had on one of the very first meetings that we had to discuss those parameters on source cred. You were quite interested on understanding, how everything works, and we're very interested on how to, understand it and try to figure out how to work on that area of the group of the system. And I love those contributions. I thought they were really good. And since then, everything that I've had the chance to interact with you have been great. So I just really happy to have you in the group. I'll pass it to Tam. But I think you've gone already. I'll pass it to Chui.
Hi. I'm a little bit late, so I'm gonna ask for the original question again.
So Nate has just become a steward, and this is his welcoming party, the beginning. So we're asking everyone to share your favorite thing about Nate or your first impression of him the first time you met him.
Okay, so I haven't really had the chance to meet you a lot, Nate, but I've seen you in some of the meetings, and I really like that your interventions. I've noticed that usually are just like really like shifters in a way. If it's either like questioning like the decision that is being made, it's like suggesting something that usually looks to a different way. And I like during these past weeks, I really enjoyed that about you, about your participation. Um, so yeah, I guess I can say that, and I'll pass it to Sip. I don't know if you already went.
Yeah, I already went. I'll pass it to Griff.
Yeah, the ability. So first impressions were also at the book club. It was amazing, the engagement there and the wisdom that you were throwing down, and that continues to be the case. You're very diligent and you do a lot of. I'm really impressed with the async work that you're able to do, especially in we're not so friendly. You're at the edge of the world, and our time zone has been there's always time zone issues. So you're really willing to put in the time outside of the calls and do really nice work, and then it's really easy to give you feedback, and it's been very great. It's really been nice working. Great addition to the team. Is that everyone?
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm
Jake,
last.
do you want to go? Okay, I'll pass
Thank
it
you.
to you.
Do I have a bad echo?
Okay, go first.
Oh, this sucks. Stupid M1. I hate this computer.
You can go though, Jake, if you have nice things to say about me.
Nate, I'm really appreciative of your analytical ability. Your outreach on this has been incredible. You're very critical. I appreciate that. You can't find that in everybody. Your contributions have been incredible. I think you're a fantastic steward. You're going to be capable of doing a lot more than just what you're doing right now. The call we had with you, me, and Tam and Olivia, dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. You're capable of so much more. So the ability to be able to just come out and do that and say those things is incredible. You're perfect. You're perfect. That's it.
My first impression of Nate, I think I was a little bit scared of starting the book club as like, oh, I'm leaving this cozy bubble of the TC and entering in another place that I don't know how it will receive me, or how is it going to be another server, another community. And And you and Beretta joined in the first day. And in the beginning, it was like, oh, how are we gonna like catch up? There was a little bit of a, do people feel like I'm being too fluffy? You know, all of this like questions or whatever in the beginning, or is it like out of tone? And then little by little, you started to be engaged, but in a very genuine way, that you had all your input, and you had so much curiosity, but a very like subtle curiosity that every time would be a little surprise of how much you wanted to know, and of how you could like concise the information and communicate it in such a good way. And then it became this like rock of because I think whenever you're leading a call or a group or something, it's really nice to feel a person that is like the rock, that if anything doesn't go right, that person like can hold the ground and read everything and knows what you're talking about. And you were very much that person. And I feel like you continue to be, and to get more and more of this very grounded quality that's super important for a community. And I'm really happy you're joining us here, and I hope we can support you and grow together in the journey. And I think that's everyone.
It's almost everyone. Nate, I'd love you to close out the session.
Yeah.
Of Nate appreciation.
It feels very awkward, but I really appreciate everything that you all had to say. It means a lot to join a community and that is so welcoming and has been so patient with me in my, as I tell Tam all the time, my learning curve that I have. I've been fortunate to be able to do a lot of things in my life, and a lot of different professions in a lot of different fields. And as I'm exploring this field, there's a huge learning curve, but everybody here has been so receptive of my questions and my critiques and my, sometimes I feel like I'm an obstacle at times, but you guys are very, very patient with me. And as I start to build the foundation of just knowing everything about the TEC, about Common Stack, the better off I'll be. And I hope to continue to contribute in positive ways, hopefully for the better. So I really thank you for all the opportunities you've given me and allowing me to become a steward. And I hope I don't let you down. And I guess we can continue with the meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you. We need that confetti bot just to sprinkle confetti over our screens at the end of these little parties. Okay, cool. So unless there's any strong objection, I think we might skip over the community check-in today, specifically because we took time to appreciate our new steward. But if there is any thing that anyone wants to raise, I propose you do it when we're going through the working group updates. And I think maybe we jump to the sprint checkpoint. There's a few other things that I'd like to save time for at the end to talk about. And maybe we can just give a quick update on the spotlight for tomorrow, since that's urgent. It's tomorrow. And from the last call, there was a suggestion that Griff reach out to True Blocks, is that their name? To propose that they might do the session tomorrow. So shall we do, let's see if we jump to the sprint board. So tomorrow is our retrospective and Friday is our sprint planning. This sprint is named Freeze. So I'm going to pass to Griff to lead us with the Common Swarm updates.
No problem. Let's see, I'll watch your screen. Okay, so yeah. So the freeze is I'm gonna have a call with Andrea tomorrow to really understand the timeline. But basically the hatch is frozen. So there's one test still failing, and then there is just but it might have been fixed by today, and that was kind of the last thing that we needed for Adria to do his review. Oh well, Adria already started his review, and that was really the core piece for the hatch. So as far as I'm concerned, the hatch for our purposes, the hatch is frozen. Technically, there's still some work being done to get the technical freeze, but we're good. We're good. Timeline has started, and I'm going to confirm the timeline with Adria tomorrow. And we will have a demo of the new hatch this week. It's already working, and yeah, so that's super cool. Impact hours are being minted, and it's being validated with the dashboard. Vitor and Sem are working on it. Is there one that's closed? What's that? Oh yeah, and Jake did a great job with the token audit. Thank you, Jake.
We have one blocked as well.
Yes, it's blocked by Sem finishing his work, but I really love this idea of getting rid of the reserve ratio, which means nothing, and using the starting price as the variable. But there's a lot of moving parts there. I'll get to talk. I don't want to distract him. I don't want to get him thinking about it until we're done with the hat.
Okay, cool. I think Eduardo's not able to join us, so I'll just give a quick update on Hatch Outreach. So the Hatch Outreach part has been very active. We have 66 sessions and over 280,000 DAI and soft commits. And we're starting to ramp up with outreach to projects as well. We do need some support in people who are willing to reach out to projects and possibly even hold their hand through moving projects or having the project write a proposal to submit to the forum. So if you or anybody that you could think of might be somebody who could do that, please reach out to Eduardo and let him know, or have them reach out to Eduardo directly to volunteer for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Hatch Outreach, I'll say. I don't think there's anything else. We're just really focused on reaching out to more hatchers and reaching out to more projects.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Yeah, tell me.
So this is kind of, I don't know if this is necessarily the place, but whatever. So we have this, we have the hatch, right? And we're voting on whether the duration is going to be 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it is. During that time, we've accumulated so much DAI. Could we farm it?
No, wait. What do you mean during the hatch period time?
Well, or even, I mean, I'm not even actually even talking about the curve. Like, yeah. Could we actually like farm the DAI that's actually being committed and just represent it with a certain address
No, not really. It's first off, it's wrapped XDAI on the XDAI chain, so the farming opportunities are kind of weak. And number two, the DAO, the stuff is locked during the hatch period. It can't be farmed. And making a vault or something like that is not something that we're going to include in scope.
That's what I'm getting at. The vault. That's exactly what I'm getting at.
However, for the commons upgrade, we will definitely consider using Agave or something like that to, instead of using XDAI, using an interest-bearing stable token. Which does exist on XDAI now through the Agave project.
I have peace hands. Like I have praise hands right now. I am very much wishing that we work towards this because we need to work towards this.
It's on the list, but it's not high. There's a lot of other things we have to get done first.
Cool. Cool. Thanks for bringing it up. It's actually interesting for everyone to hear. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Hey, Santi, should we jump to legal?
Sure.
Cameron, I was just gonna say, what I'll just DM you. I think this is the week then. If you're ready to onboard more hatchers, I'm gonna go through my giant list. And I will do a session if you want, if you need this.
Yeah, Jess, I'd love that actually. That would be great. Really, really fantastic. So yeah, let's think on that after, because there's a bunch of ones that I think I still don't have seconds on, so maybe you can come on one with me and then I can come on them with you too, and we could put you into the rotation. That's amazing. Excellent. Thanks, Jess. Back to you, Santi.
All right. Yeah, I closed the working group manifesto review and refresh. I also went with through the audit with the transparency group. I have to post about that. And the other three keep in progress. We well, the Git book, I think, well, that's gonna probably be an on-running issue for a while, because we probably are gonna keep adding stuff. And the other two, which is the proposal terms and the praise source distribution terms, we've already started working on those, and it's gonna take us a few weeks to go over them. Especially the proposal one, which is the big one that we are approaching right now. The praise, we already discussed that last week on the meeting, and it might take us shorter because it's a shorter issue. But the proposal, it's going to probably take us, well, not, it's going to for sure take us several weeks. We're going to start getting deeper into it this week. We already started last week, but the big discussions are going to start this week. So we're just on time. I also owe Juanca one drawing that I told him I would do for the process of the mediation. I have to get into that, but that's on Graviton Group. So for legal, we're covered.
Cool. Good news. And Livia, shall we do soft go?
Yeah.
Can we do hard challenges? I have still a little bit of battery left, so if I may jump.
Sorry, I didn't think you were joining. I sent a message, but I didn't get a reply. So I covered it, but would you like to add anything else feel free to add something else, Eduardo. I just gave the sort of the details of what happens, but if you want to give a general update from Hatch Outreach.
No, just to stretch the how relevant for us this part is to look for proposals, and basically we need every project that you think is relevant for our community to at least bring to awareness that we exist and that there is a chance for them to propose. We updated the easy create spreadsheet with a list of possible projects. So nothing. If you know anyone from there and want to add any other project, just send me a PM, and I will take care of the outreaching of that person. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, it's really important for us to have proposals. We have a bunch of hatchers. We are so happy about that, but we need to also focus on the outreach. And that's it.
Cool. All right, back to you, Livia.
Okay, so yeah, I closed a few of the mission, vision, and values. So if you guys haven't gone and made a proposal yet, please do so. Super quick and easy and important. And yeah, Hatch Outreach, it's happening. Onboarded a few people this week. And then the Discord roles and perms, 5IV did an amazing job. We already have all of the roles, and now we're working on setting this how do you call it, temporary role for new members. So we're seeing if it's possible to add server time, like time spent on server for when the role disappears, or if we just remove it manually, or if it's removed after like a month or 5 weeks or something. So that's going to be closed soon. And then this, yeah, it's just writing a quick proposal. I'll do that probably tomorrow. And then today I'm working on the type form for Omega that was out of this print, but it's a priority now. So yeah, I think that's it for me.
Cool. And it's a good pause to just remind everyone that when you can start tagging now all the issues that you know you're going to want to put into the next sprint on Friday with the label next sprint. And that's what we'll filter by for our sprint planning on Friday. And just here it is. I know that we've had some people who've already submitted proposals. I haven't. I know it's on my list of things to do. Is there a deadline by which we all have to submit proposals? What is the timing for this, so everyone is aware?
Yes, the deadline is Tuesday the 13th for the votings to end. So the sooner you submit a proposal, the better, because then the people who are already starting to vote will see the proposals that are there first.
Oh, good point. Okay. Cool. What am I looking for? I'm filtered by the right sprint. And transparency. Septimus?
Yeah, I updated today these issues that you told me, Tam. And yeah, the thing is, like, we did the legal and params audit, and yeah, the only thing that's left is posting them on the advice process. And another thing I wanted to talk with you guys, like, we are thinking on creating a bot to introduce us a guy who is willing to do it, and that's awesome. But yeah, the thing is, like, we should give admin powers to the bot, and also the credentials of YouTube. And I would like to know, like, what's the feeling? Should I go and make a forum post and vote, or what would be the process for that? I just want to say, like, it's going to be open source, so yeah, just that. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I think this falls under your domain, man. I don't think you need a community vote. In the end, you and Ivy are manually recording videos, and you can automate it. Like, come on. If you want to do that, then you should just if the community said no, we should overrule them. So, like, yeah, I don't think it needs a vote.
Thank you, Griff. Yeah, we will do it then. Yeah, and yeah.
Zep, you are the technocracy.
Yeah, thank you, Jake. And yeah, and the transparency medium post just went live. So yeah, we pretty good. Yeah, back to you, Tom.
I gotta say, guys, we're getting a lot closed this sprint. So I'm applauding everyone who's been updating and closing their issues. I feel like maybe this is the best we've done. So excellent. Gravity, Juan Carlos, would you like to give us updates on the Gravity working group next?
Yes. I had 3 main issues, and one was the presentation for the that it went great, and other one is reaching out to Chewy and see how can make relations between Gravity and OneHive. And I already reached out to him, but we scheduled one-on-one to go deeper into what first steps on the next Monday. And also I wrote a post of the process, and I received some advice, but I already posted it in the forum, so maybe I will edit the post that I made in the forum, so that it is the advice that I received in the document, the doc. And we are going to have a hack session for the gravity survey after this call. So everyone who wants to join is invited. I already made like a draft, but yeah, it's important to receive other opinions on this. And yeah, I also created this other topic that was polish the step by step gravity process that Santi talked about, but this is not yet related to a sprint. So it's just like something that it's there to do, but it's not urgent.
Cool, excellent. And then if we looked at, we have communications. First, maybe I'll stop, and I think everyone knows Chewy, but allow me a moment just to introduce him. He's going to be joining communications working group and helping in the digital strategy and other things as well. So say hi. And so for this, Jess, do you have input? Griff, do you have input on comms working group?
I don't know. Let's see. I probably know about some of the pieces. Does anyone else? Well, the biggest thing, the most important thing, really, is meme party on Friday. So it's really critical that we have more memes. You can spend all the time writing an article that you want, and some people might skim it, but you write a good meme that will get retweeted 20 times, and it takes so bang for your buck. You want to optimize comms for TEC. Comes to the meme.
No, nobody's gonna read a bunch of words. Memes have to be perfect. They literally have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna read a bunch of words. So make memes for whatever a meme is, because you're creating an idea. Memes have existed since like the fucking 15th century. Don't parade around it. Like, don't think too much about it, but like, make a meme, but don't put too much words in it. We haven't made a meme yet. No one, myself included, has made the right meme. That's your choice. Your economy is the closest we've come. That's like been it. Like, it's really hard to actually make an idea, but anyone and everyone are welcome. Please, please, please help, because it's hard to do. It's really hard to create an idea.
I think I'm gonna join this Friday. One comment about memes, and then Tamara, I'll just touch on a few things that I'm aware of in comms that are happening. But I guess, yeah, memes. The symbol is a meme, in case anyone didn't realize. But yeah, we're discovering them, or are we creating them? It's the mushrooms. Anyway, back to comms. So I'm not aware of any blockers. I've been in touch with Manu about the video. I finally interviewed Zargam yesterday. He's so busy, but I'm gonna have to it's gonna be, yeah, anyway. So yeah, and then pieces. I have actually finished the draft for the polycentric governance piece, which is looking at governance in the TEC, which I think will be interesting for a lot of groups. Could be a nice breadcrumbs to get some more hatchers. So Jeff is reviewing, and Griff I sent to you for a review. It's not a crazy high priority, but I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm excited to review it. It's Mondays and Tuesdays are just never going to work for me to have focus. So I'm hoping tomorrow. It's unread on my Telegram.
That's okay. It's not a crazy high priority, but I do think it will draw a lot of people in to look at the work that we're pioneering in governance. It's really huge. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any blockers, Tam. I was a blocker to the video because I was waiting on Z, and I'm gonna get Jeff to interview with me today. So I don't think anything else is blocked, and I missed or haven't been participating as much. So I'm kind of curious a bit on the Hatcher, like the articles for the Hatch, if you were going to produce a Medium blog out of that, like 5 steps or turn the forum post into a Medium blog. But any support needed, let me know. But I'm not aware of any other blockers, and Marco hasn't mentioned anything. So I think it's flowing pretty good.
Cool. For the How to Become a Hatcher, it is on Eduardo. He's doing a revision of it after some feedback from Griff. So, and I don't know if it's going to become a Medium post or not yet. I think that's something that Marco might be weighing. I do want to ask about the onboarding for Discord. I see that there are some updates, and it looks like we're really close to having this new process in place. I guess I want to ask all the stewards in general, since I haven't been manually assigning roles to people as they come in. Has anyone been doing that, or do we? Yeah, maybe just a few words on that, Griff.
I think I kind of want to hear it. Has anyone had any issues where someone is like, hey, I'm trying to get in and I can't get in?
No.
Oh.
I always tell people just to react with a check to the rules, and that mostly solves all the questions that people have.
Cool. So
I do really appreciate the fact that we've taken away 2 people on an issue. Just one person is directed. Yes, thank you, Tam. I very much appreciate that.
Yeah. So just on the Discord, we don't have a CAPTCHA bot. We're very open to some spam bot coming in and spamming all of our users right now, but we were anyway before. So the direction here is that we're going to build our own website that does the CAPTCHA, and it'll be one invite link that you can send to everyone, and it'll always be the same. So that'll be really fun. And then they will go there to this website, do a CAPTCHA, get an invite link that will be single time use, and then they'll be in there. So once that website is done, which it's pretty close, there's the superstars are on it, Christopher and ViViV and Marco. They're making it happen. Once that's up, then we will direct people there. But the other piece is that we will remove all of the invite links that are multi-use. So if there's any invite links that you expect to be used long term, like for things, we expect them to be deleted and not work anymore when this happens.
Okay. But we could just replace them with the new direction to the landing site for joining Discord.
Exactly.
Because I can think of like 5 places I have them that would need to be. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll be a nice link. It'll be like join.teccommons.org, not Discord, blah, blah, blah.
Cool. Hey, Nate, you're on the call, and I wonder if you have an update on SEO or what the next steps are on it.
Yep. So we are utilizing SEO as part of our content distribution process. So this will be really applied to the promoters of the content at that stage. Ivy, I'm going to sync with Ivy about SEO and how we apply SEO, and we already have a keywords list generated. One of the issues with Medium is that they limit the number of keywords that you can utilize. So basically, we're going to try to figure out a system where we rotate the keywords and constantly update our content through the Medium page. And then Twitter, it's really just including the links and making sure that we're spreading the links as far as we can and making sure that we're using all the right SEO keywords and capturing the intent within it. With that being said, we are meeting every Monday now for Chewy, Mitch, Marco, and I are going to be refining the content distribution process. So if you have content that is needed, please use it. The more we use it, the ZenHub board, the more we can see where our obstacles and bumps are located and kind of refine that process. So please use it, and we will be in touch about that. So in terms of the SEO, I think that's been open for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I wonder, can you just update it? And if there is a next step, just maybe change the title to what the action is?
Yep, I will do that.
Or if it's just now operational, close. And
We can put it in the
parameters.
backlog, right?
What?
I said we can keep it in the backlog for right now. Is that okay?
Maybe just update what actions have been taken then, so it's clear
Okay.
where along, like, you know, if there's like 5 things to do, where along those 5 things we are.
Noted. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Hey, Jake. Would you like to give an update from the params group?
I'm really sorry about the echo. I don't have a choice because of this MacBook M1 has some bullshit. And if you use a second monitor and it can only do one monitor, which is also bullshit, that's what it does. What a jack off new design.
It doesn't echo when you speak. I think it only echoes when you're not muted and somebody else is speaking. Although I seem to speak without an echo right now, so it's maybe inconsistently applied.
So I'm not echoing right now?
You don't echo, other people echo. Like I'm echoing right now.
Oh, good
All right, let's
God.
get to the update.
That's a whole issue. Discord, it could be this, it could be that.
It's cool though, Jake, but we only have 13 minutes. Do you want to dive into the params?
Sorry. Params, we're kicking ass and taking names. That's what we do. You're gonna have a dashboard right now that you can vote on. You can do it. So as far as a steward for the params, my issue, we're good. We're gonna be caught up on the sprint as long as I got a few things I gotta go over, but no, we're good. Anybody got a problem with what's going on? That would be awesome.
Nope, I don't think so. Okay, excellent. Great. Okay, well, let's jump back to our agenda then. So yesterday in the SoftGov meeting, we were talking about discussion on energizing roles and talking about contributor journeys and the different kinds of contributors, active contributors, stewards, working group leads. And as this applies to stewards, the current thinking is, for there to be some distinction or like separation, and really it's more a matter of how we can focus our works so that the working group leads are focused on the planning and interactions, and then the greater group of stewards have more soft gov feel, I would say, the temperature, like the community checks and maybe experimenting with different kinds of things as well in that. And it's not, it's still like newborn thinking or nascent thinking. So it's just starting to take shape, but I just wanted to share that with everyone too. And then, so I don't know if anyone has seen this yet actually, but for new contributors, this was a file that had been used, and we're sort of re-energizing it, giving it a little more life so that we have now a list of new people and a few more things about them. I think the 4 key things are really, how much time do they have to contribute? Is it, a subject matter expert with 1 hour, or is it somebody who quit their job to go crypto full time and has like 30 hours and really wants to go deep? How do they learn about the TEC, which is always interesting. I'm no longer surprised that so many people have come by the Common Simulator, Olivia's talk at ETH Denver, or one of Griff's talks, their interest in skills and where they are on the decentralized learning curve. Are they, they've been following Ethereum for a long time, or have they been following the space for a long time? Are they active, or are they just coming for the first time? And where can we help them fit in? So this is sort of the first step in building like a matching of like what skills, when there's a need in a working group, we can have a place to see a kind of like the people that have showed interest in becoming more active and contributing, the skills they have, and try to find some sort of matches there. And this sort of process will be slowly built out to be a little more robust. But in the meantime, this is what we should drop that information. So if you do onboard somebody new, it could be helpful to drop that information in there. Transparency already gave the update for the bot, which I think is so cool. Something that I was thinking about as well is, how we will send to the channel a graphic about the meeting that's happening. I'm wondering if is that something a bot could do too? So I think I'll open an issue and see and bounce some ideas off Vi to see if, we can just have a bot do our announcements 1 hour before each of our scheduled meetings. And now, by the way, congratulations, Nate. That article was really fantastic. Thank you for doing the blog post. I'd love us to continue with this process of the stewards will suggest the material that should go into the next blog post. The next blog post is going to be not this next Tuesday, but the one after. But still, maybe we start to brainstorm on what we want to include in that. I think I'll put Z's article in here as well. So maybe we have 8 minutes left, so we have a lot of time. Does anyone want to share? I'm making an open question so we don't go around. Does anyone want to share what they would like to go into the blog post from their working group? I should say, Juan Carlos, did you notice that we did publish the gravitons, the new gravitons in the latest blog post?
Yes, thanks, Tam, and thanks, Nate, and thanks, everyone.
So does anyone want to suggest ideas of what can go into the next blog post from our working groups?
Yeah, I want to suggest the mission, vision, values for SoftGov, and then perhaps tie in with the dashboard and also the type form from Omega.
Awesome, excellent. Cool. Yeah, mission, vision, values is right at the top. Z's article, the dashboard, but waiting for confirmation for Griff or Jeff to say yes, and then now Omega type form. For the mission, visions, and values, the publishing date of the blog should be the 13th or 14th. Is that too late for this get out and vote?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we should find
maybe it's going to be the results.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is, I'm actually even more exciting. So very cool. Okay, anything else?
I wouldn't mind transparent. I mean, Ivy's post with transparency, and then also transparency audits. Like some kind of, I don't know, just a short paragraph linking to them and saying, "Hey, guess what? We're doing transparency audit, and here they are, and look how cool we are."
Great ideas. Cool. Okay, and we still have to next week add to this list and then prioritize it. And so that's the end of our agenda. We have 5 minutes to do something else, unless anyone would like to address anything with all of the stewards. Five, four, three, two, one. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you have a great night or day, whatever it is you're having there.
I love you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.